Hey there, welcome back. This video is going to be tip number 2 on how to improve your credit score. And I'm thinking to myself here, this probably should have been tip number 1 because it's so obvious. The first tip video was credit utilization and how to manage through that and how that could help if you reduce your credit utilization percentage, how that can improve your credit score significantly. So you can check for that video. And also, I'm going to link at the end to, I'm doing a big, long video on all the tips kind of combined. And I'll also link to the playlist for all of my tip videos. So you can binge watch those when this one's over. But, the first video I did, like I said, was on credit utilization. And I probably should have reversed it. This probably should be the tip number 1. But as far as the video sequence is concerned, this is tip number 2. Simple. Make on-time payments, and I say that because your ability to make on-time payments, the credit agencies weigh on-time payments about 30 to 35% of their decision making when it comes to their credit scores that they rate you at. Okay, so there are a lot of different factors that make up your credit score, but making on-time payments and credit utilization are the top 2. So 30 to 35% of your score is made up of whether or not you're making on-time payments. And it doesn't matter, really, the size of the payment. You could have a $15 credit card minimum or a $450 auto payment, okay? It is whether you're paying on time. And, a lot of people just aren't responsible. And if you miss a payment, that's on you. You own it. We can't blame anybody else but ourselves when we miss a payment. If you can't make the full payment, make a payment anyway. Send what you can send, okay? But you need to make on-time payments. That is huge. Now, if you miss a payment and you're late, you need to get that off of your report somehow. So you might be able to call your creditor, maybe it's a credit card company, and negotiate with them. Ask them for a one-time, I don't know what you want to call it, not a forbearance, but a one-time chance to undo that late derogatory note on your credit report, either by making a second payment or whatever it is that you can do. But you can ask them in writing to somehow remove that late payment. They might do it for you. It's been done before, to get that late payment off of your credit report. But late payments are a huge deal, and it doesn't matter how much money you make. So especially if you're applying for a mortgage. Now, sometimes you might be watching this video because you need to increase your credit scores because you want to get an auto loan, or you might have some other reason for it. But your ability to make on-time payments is signaling to your future creditors too your willingness to part with your money. So there are a lot of people that make a lot of money and have plenty of money in the bank, but they just don't pay their bills, or they don't pay them on time. So it's not always about whether you have the money, but your willingness to part with it. And that you're a risk if you don't make on-time payments. So again, it's probably a very obvious tip, but it's one that's often overlooked because a lot of people that I speak to have plenty of late payments. So make your on-time payments. If you have a couple of lates recently, call your creditors, see what you can do about getting them removed from your credit report, see what you need to do for them to get them removed off of your credit report. And then from this point forward, just make on-time payments, and then eventually your credit will start improving. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.